What in the world is going on with Cole Strange? It's an inscrutable situation that we'll attempt to break down here on Patscast. Welcome to Patscast. I'm Brad Whitaker. This situation regarding our supposed starting left guard with the New England Patriots is getting stranger and stranger by the day. Pun most certainly intended there. But before I get to what's going on right now, let me just back up a little bit and provide a little bit of background to those who aren't as familiar with what's going on with the New England Patriots offensive line over these last couple of seasons. Cole Strange was selected in the first round by Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots back during the 2022 NFL Draft 2 years ago, and immediately people were up in arms, and for good reasons. This is some guy out of UT Chattanooga. Nobody had him in their first or second round mock drafts. Patriots fans were perplexed. The NFL media was perplexed. All the scouts in the NFL were perplexed. In fact, LA Rams coach Sean McVay, who didn't have a pick until the third round that year, was scouting Cole Strange because he thought he would be available somewhere around the third, fourth, or fifth round, and then Bill Belichick swoops in and drafts him in the first. And Sean McVay was doing a press conference when the selection was made by the Patriots and was cracking jokes about it. He did not expect this unheard of left guard out of UT Chattanooga to be selected by the Patriots in the first round, said they wasted a bunch of time scouting the guy because they thought he would be available at least by the third round, but probably even later in the draft. Now, Strange has a lot of traits. He has the size, coming from kind of a mid-major school, but there were some expectations there that he could be a really solid starting NFL left guard, and he was drafted by the Patriots while they were transitioning into a West Coast style offense the first time under Matt Patricia, a defensive coach who had no idea what he was doing on offense. He was expected to be an asset to the wide zone run scheme that the Patriots were attempting to implement, and in fact, Cole Strange not just played guard in college, he took a bunch of snaps at center at the Senior Bowl practices, so he was considered a potential successor to David Andrews whenever he planned to retire. Now, Cole Strange hasn't done anything at center since. Center Jake Andrews was selected the following year. He's expected to be the successor to David Andrews, and even Antonio Maffei is practicing at center right now so far at OTA, so Cole Strange is probably never going to play center in the NFL. That was a big reason why they drafted him. Now, this didn't really work out with Matt Patricia. We all saw what happened back in 2022. In fact, the Patriots kind of switched back to a watered-down version of the Josh McDaniels old-school Patriots power-run offense, and it kind of worked okay with Cole Strange. It worked fine, but that being said, he's a better scheme fit for this wide-zone, modern NFL West Coast-style offense that teams generally run, and that the Patriots are now trying to implement again under new offensive coordinator Alex Van Pelt, who actually knows what he's doing when it comes to running a West Coast-style offense. So Strange is in a better situation now than he was last year, at least in terms of the Patriots scheme. However, although Strange, when healthy, has started every game when he's available, in fact, he started all 17 games his rookie year, he hasn't exactly been a starting caliber left guard like we all expected him to be. Certainly a player coming out of the first round. His rookie season, he was tied for 9th in most penalties at the position, and he was tied for 5th in most sacks allowed. And then last season, he played just 10 games, struggling through a significant knee injury most of the season that ultimately sidelined him the rest of the year. And his play actually took a little bit of a step back, so he was worse in year 2 than he was in year 1, although, you know, he's had his moments, right? There are moments you see him and you go, okay, that's a starting left guard. But, you know, you still felt a little bit comfortable heading into this season having Cole Strange at the left guard position, and we all expected that to be the case, right? It would be Chukwuekorfor or Caden Wallace, who they drafted this year at left tackle, Cole Strange at left guard, David Andrews at center, Sidy Sow or maybe Layden Robinson, the guy they drafted at right guard, and then, of course, Michael Wenu at right tackle. But now we don't really even know what's going on with Cole Strange, because yesterday Ian Rappaport reported that Patriots starting guard Cole Strange, who is still dealing with a significant knee injury suffered late last season, is expected to miss the start of the 2024 season and may be out until the middle of the season, sources say. Now, again, I'm doing a podcast on Cole Strange. Not the ideal thing to talk about, but this is kind of a weird situation, a strange situation. And I get it, guards aren't the most exciting. Cole Strange has kind of been written off as another bust Bill Belichick selection in the first round. He seems like kind of a weird dude. His last name is Strange. He wears number 69, although probably would be best friends with Rob Gronkowski if they haven't met. So Strange has floated a bit under the radar this offseason, but now he's expected to miss a significant chunk of this upcoming season with an offensive line that has huge question marks. We all thought Strange had knee surgery this offseason, but there hasn't been a single report out there indicating that actually happened. We don't even know what kind of knee injury Cole Strange has. Is it an ACL, an MCL? There's been no details on that. And few Patriots reporters are even asking questions. Did he have surgery? What kind of knee injury is it? This is the first time we've actually heard somewhat of a timetable. They say, okay, he's going to miss some of the first games. Oh, maybe he'll be out till middle of the season. With all these setbacks, and hearing that Strange is likely out that long, I wouldn't even be shocked if he misses the entire 2024 season. And perhaps that's why the Patriots double-dipped at offensive line this offseason, and a reason why they brought in a bunch of offensive line players back during free agency. They drafted Layden Robinson, a right guard out of Texas A&M, but they think he might have the talent to play left guard. Penn State's Caden Wallace is transitioning from right tackle to left tackle, but many people expect, hey, if it doesn't work out, or Chuks Okorafor is clearly the better guy, at least in year one for Caden Wallace at left tackle, well, Wallace may be kicked back to the guard position, because if you can play tackle, you probably can play guard. And then, of course, there's Sidy Sow, who played right guard last season and kept improving throughout the year, looked pretty good. He's now taking reps at left guard during OTAs. And let's also not forget, they also signed Nick Leverett out of Tampa Bay to a one-year deal to add depth at the guard position. He's been taking reps with the first team at OTAs, and they added Michael Jordan, not the basketball player, the guard, who played at Cincinnati and Carolina the last few seasons. He's on a one-year deal. So Patriots added all this depth to their offensive line and are seemingly preparing to play the entire season without Cole Strange. And if he misses the entire year, that means Strange has just one season left on his contract, on his rookie contract that he signed when he was drafted by the Patriots in 2022. And yes, I know he was a first-round pick, so he has a fifth-year option, but with this injury history, with everything that's going on right now, there's no way in hell the Patriots are going to extend him to a fifth-year option and pay offensive line money, because I believe, at least when it comes to fifth-year options and transition and franchise tags, things like that, all of the offensive linemen are clumped together, so you're going to be paying top dollar to bring back Cole Strange for a fifth year. There's no way that's happening. Will he even be on the roster is the real question, with guys like Layden Robinson, Antonio Mafi, and Sidy Sow continuing to develop. I have no idea. Now, it should be noted that Strange is still at the facility. He's doing his rehab. He's being involved with the team, but it's not like Gerard Mayo has any allegiance to this guy. This was Bill Belichick's first-round selection that, once again, doesn't seem to be working out. And if he can't get on the field in 2024, nobody would criticize Gerard Mayo or Elliott Wolf for just completely cutting him off the roster. And I wouldn't be shocked if that happened as soon as this year, if this injury that we don't know anything about to his knee is much worse than is even being reported right now. This is a new era with plenty of young, developing talent on that offensive line that could potentially start at the guard position. And look, as annoyed as I get these days at all the criticism of Bill Belichick, his drafts have been awful the last few years. They've just been terrible, at least on the offensive side of the football. I think defense, he was still pretty good, but this may actually go down as Bill Belichick's worst draft selection throughout his entire career with the Patriots. Even worse than N'Keal Harry. This was a first-round draft pick they spent on Cole Strange. A first-round guard should be an all-pro player by his third season, maybe even sooner. Even when healthy, I think right now Cole Strange is a borderline starter in the NFL. He starts for the Patriots because they don't have a great offensive line, but would he start at left guard for most NFL teams? I don't know. I don't think so. And I'm not saying he doesn't have the tools to be a significant contributor at guard in the NFL, but he hasn't shown it so far. His injury and surgery history is a major mystery. And more than halfway through his rookie contract, we're already talking about moving on from the guy. So, it's a weird situation. I don't know if we're going to see Cole Strange this season. I don't know if we'll ever see him in a Patriots uniform again. But for a team that has been incredibly transparent since Gerard Mayo and Elliott Wolf took over in the front office, we're still not getting a lot of details about Cole Strange. Like I mentioned, we don't know the knee injury. We don't know what it is. And we're going on like 6 to 8 months now of hearing about this knee injury. We don't know if he got surgery. All assumed he did, but did he? Did he not? We don't know. So we'll see how it plays out. It's going to be interesting, but it's good that the Patriots are looking at other options, and they're certainly addressing the guard position with plenty of depth, with guys like Mafi, Sidney So, Layden Robinson, Caden Wallace if he doesn't start at left tackle. Like, they're going to have some options with some pretty good players. Some of those guys are going to boom, and I think the offensive line will be just fine. Maybe not just fine this year, but 2 to 3 seasons down the road, I think they'll be okay, but I just don't see how Cole Strange factors into that picture. But if there's something I'm missing here, please let me know in the comments below if you're watching on YouTube, and make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, or subscribe on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify. We'll be back the rest of the week with more Patriots coverage.